there's two things in my head when I hear this type of like talk from women specifically, is that you get this notion like my man needs to be like my man and he needs to do everything for me and etc. And I feel like that's some of where you get that toxic energy in from, because a man don't have to do anything for you. Like truthfully, and neither does a woman. A woman doesn't need to do anything for you either. The thing is that like if you care for somebody, you want to do those things for them, whether,
Yeah.
regardless of, who it is. And I feel like she has this notion in her head that her man needs to cook food for her, do everything for her, work out with her, act a certain way, be a certain way, stand up in a certain like,
Yeah.
and
She
I
wants
think
like a macho, like very what's the word I'm looking for? Like the stereotypical man hunt food, man take care of woman type of guy.
you
I
mean
don't
like
know
a
how to
primitive
like,
man.
like the older
Yeah,
values that
yeah, yeah.
are
I don't even, what's crazy is I don't even feel like that's traditional, because traditional, like what you're saying, is the woman's in the kitchen cooking, doing everything for the man while he goes out and does his job.
they're like
And
overseeing
women
the
don't,
village. They're the village. They are the so yeah, but
yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's like, well, a woman is not supposed to talk. Like, back in those times, like women were spoken to. And if if they needed to ask something, you know what I mean? It was a lot
Yeah.
different. And I feel like it's weird. I don't even know where it comes from, to be honest, because
Let's-
it seems like she does want that, but then she wants to be dominant too, and it just doesn't. That doesn't work.
You can't,
Like,
yeah, yeah, you can't have two alphas. I
excuse
mean,
me, no,
you,
you can't
well,
have.
you can, but like
You're
not
gonna.
strong alphas because someone has to kind of give in each
Yes,
situation. But yeah,
absolutely. Somebody
she
needs to be
definitely, I think
more
she
than the
just
other.
wants a guy that will be like, don't talk to my woman, don't look at my woman, don't think about she wants that like overprotective man, which used to be prevalent, I feel like. But as generations have passed, like our generation, sure, like I wouldn't be hard pressed to find a man, a millennial man that's not protective of his woman in some way. I'm not going to say they're
Yeah,
all that way, but like that was, a, I want to say a thing when we were younger. Now, I don't know.
yeah. I think possession when we were younger was a real thing. I think
That's
a
my girl.
man.
And that's what we saw in
Yes.
all our reality shows. That's what we
Hmm.
saw in all of our TV dramas, whatever, books, all that stuff. I mean, think about all the romantic books. Like, it's this macho man, like, who hurt you, you know? But I think
Yeah, yeah.
now, as the generations are going and things like mental health are becoming more prevalent, more
Prevalent.
talked about, more okay, accepted. Um, men being more like embracing their more like sensitive and feminine side is being more accepted. I feel like there's a drop in that macho, I'm going to protect you and do what you need man. So I feel like she's looking for something that may not be there with Jeremiah, and that's okay.
Who gave her a mic?